What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Monday, January 14th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Damian Lillard from the Portland Trail Blazers playing the Sacramento Kings, who have the third worst defense overall, and they give up the third most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Damian Lillard has scored 42, 47, and 36 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 43.9 fantasy points per game on the season, in an average of 35 minutes per game with a 30% usage rate. Damian Lillard is $8,800 DraftKings salary. He's $600 more on FanDuel. I love that DraftKings price, projected at 46.4 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value. There's an implied total of 227.5 points in this game. Big total, fast-paced game. I like Damian Lillard here versus the Sacramento Kings. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like DAngelo Russell from the Brooklyn Nets playing the Boston Celtics, who have the third best defense overall and give up the second fewest fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. The matchup isn't great, but DAngelo Russell has scored 47, 34, and 11 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 35.2 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 29 minutes per game with a 30% usage rate. DAngelo Russell is $6,500 DraftKings salary. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 35.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value. Pretty high total in this game, 221 projected points despite the good defense. Kyrie Irving is questionable. He may miss this game, so keep an eye on that. Either way, I love DAngelo Russell here versus the Boston Celtics. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Marcus Morris from the Boston Celtics playing the Brooklyn Nets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Marcus Morris has scored 30, 34, and 37 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 27.6 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 27 minutes per game with a 21% usage rate. Marcus Morris played 31 minutes last game, so he no longer has a minute restriction. Marcus Morris is only $5,800 DraftKings salary, $700 less on FanDuel, so that's a lock for me on FanDuel. Projected at 26.1 fantasy points here tonight. He's going to need about 29 fantasy points to hit 5 times value, something he's done in the last 3 of 4 games. I love Marcus Morris here versus the Brooklyn Nets. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I like JaMychal Green from the Memphis Grizzlies playing the Houston Rockets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're also middle-of-the-pack defending opposing power forwards. Michael Green has scored 41, 34, and 23 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 23.3 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 23 minutes per game with a 21% usage rate. JaMychal Green is $4,800 DraftKings salary. He's 100 more on FanDuel, so I love that price on both sites. Projected at 24 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. JaMychal Green has scored 33, 24, and 24 fantasy points versus the Houston Rockets in his last 3 games. I think this guy is a nice low salary pick. I like JaMychal Green here versus the Houston Rockets. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Julius Randle from the New Orleans Pelicans playing the LA Clippers, who have the 4th worst defense overall, and they give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Julius Randle has scored 41, 36, and 27 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 37.9 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 29 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. Julius Randle is $7,400 DraftKings salary, 700 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 36.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value in a game with an implied total of 238.5 points. That's an enormous total. Plenty of points to go around. I love Julius Randle here versus the LA Clippers. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.